someone out there just achieved something like you've been working on for years before you did. You know why I say that though? Good for them. If any of you out there are familiar with Mel Robbins, an amazing motivational speaker, she recently came out with a book that's called The Let Them Theory, which happens to be a really great concept, and a lot of her clips like I've seen on this concept have been extremely powerful. Well, I recently came up with my own concept and my own theory that I'm going to call the Good for Them Theory. So the premise behind it is that all of us are on our own journeys and our own individual paths. So what someone else out there is doing won't always be good for you, and vice versa. Someone just got 1 million likes on their post, good for them. It's not your time yet, but like it will be soon. Someone just scored 25 points in the game, or someone else made $1 million, cool, good for them. You're on your way there, but like it may take you a few more years to get there. You can't be basing your idea of success on what someone else is doing, and your timeline will never be the same as someone else's. And if you do actually try to replicate someone else's path and timeline, you're actually going to end up on the fast path to disappointment.
But I'm disturbed. I'm depressed. I'm inadequate.
Now, of course, success does leave clues, and we should definitely be learning from others, but not doing the same thing or expecting the exact same results. Anyways, let's dive deeper now.
Give me a...
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Jared and James channel. I'm Jared Weiss. For you guys to know that must mean now subscribe to the channel so you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts on this video. Follow me on every platform, and if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to check out my book, Fight Through by Jared Weiss. All links posted on my website, which is jaredryanweiss.com. That's JAREDRYANWEIS.com. Also, make sure to check out all the shirts and merch I have up there, which does in fact include the shirt that I'm currently wearing right now, which is Superhuman. I think it's really cool. And they have 10 really cool designs total on there, so like any support at all, any support is always very much appreciated. So, don't worry about what everyone else is doing. They're on a different path than you are, and your journey is not for them. I've had plenty of people come up to me and tell me, oh, this person is doing this in their videos, and this person's talking about these topics, and now they're getting millions of views or millions of followers, or you should be making videos on these subjects because this is like what's currently going viral. And this is a big issue, like I assume when it comes to the whole social media space.
It's a very big deal, Albert. Huge. Monumental.
Is that it's teaching people like, if you're not going viral, then you must not be doing good work. I personally would actually rather go viral as a side effect or a bonus of doing good work and of genuinely helping people versus making videos with the sole purpose of going viral. So yes, you might have your fast success and build up a big following overnight, and when I say that, good for you. If your purpose is just like solely fast success, then good. Keep chasing the algorithms, keep on following the trends, and keep on being a really good copycat essentially. I'm here to set my own trends, help people, and make a positive impact on the world. So yes, I do still have that same goal of getting to those massive numbers, but my path to getting there is going to be way different than yours. Moving right along, as you know by now, I recently came out with my own shirt/clothing line, as well as wrote a book. So it's like initially I was seeing some people out there who were showing and celebrating their numbers and talking about how they sold 1,000 books or 100,000 or 1 million shirts in their first week being out.
I'll give you $1 million for that hat.
So initially the thought popped into my head, what am I doing wrong? But then I realized maybe I'm actually doing everything right. It's just not my time yet. I'm not late. I'm just on time for me. I planted and continue to plant the seeds, and these seeds might not grow overnight, but they are going to grow as soon as the time is right for them to. So now I choose to say good for them. Good for all those people who sold 1 million shirts overnight. Maybe I'll be the one who sells 1 billion shirts 5 years from now. And yes, I did just speak that into existence. So let's make that happen. All it takes is the right person to see it, or a video of mine blows up. Or sometimes it's actually just like about that slow grind over time, slow and steady grind. It may even happen by the time this video comes out, or it may take several more years. Now next, going along with the whole theme of this video, I want to share a really powerful post I saw the other day coming from Jesse Itzer, I think his name is. So the first slide of the post says, your 20s aren't a race to millions, they're your time to build. Know what the average age of a millionaire is in America? Not 22, not 25, not 30, it's 57. Next post, stop scrolling through social media comparing yourself to outliers with fancy cars and overnight success. That's their story, let them have it. Your story, it's just beginning. Be patient, put in the work, build your foundation. The real money comes from experience, wisdom, and time in the game. Empty the tank, focusing on you, not them. Trust the process, your time will come. So, as he says, very beautifully if I might add, don't allow the outliers to make you think that like, everyone is like that, and if you're not on their path, then you must be falling behind. Sometimes I wonder, why is my pace and growth on my journeys seemingly moving so slow? But then I remember that social media is often only showing me the highlights of everyone's journeys, and is often only showing me the most famous people or the fast success stories. But as we know, fast success oftentimes doesn't last, and also slow growth will add up over time, and isn't any worse, it just requires a lot more patience. Or it's like another example. Let's just say you see everyone on your social media feed, or seemingly everyone in your age group is currently in a happy relationship.
George Costanza is getting married!
And maybe you don't have that right now. Once again, good for them. Who knows, maybe 5 years from now, all those people got into a relationship just because everyone else was doing it, or just because they rushed it thinking that was what they were supposed to be doing because of their age and because everyone else was doing it. Maybe all those end in divorce.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
You didn't always hate each other. There had to be some nice moments during the courtship, maybe.
While you, on the other hand, who waited and didn't settle until you found the right person for you, you actually ended up happy in the end because you actually found the right partner. Or maybe during that time you actually worked in your own relationship that you have with yourself all those years, so that this way you can ultimately be the best version of yourself, and or attract the right person when the time is right, versus rushing it out of fear of being alone. Next up, I also saw a very powerful video recently from these YouTubers who were saying how 4 years in and they had 2,000 subs, which actually just so happens to be exactly where I'm at right now at the time of filming this video. It might be more by the time it comes out, but now they actually have 10 million subscribers 10 years later.
Hold on. Before you give up on your dreams, I want you to watch this video real quick. Just watch this real quick.
Now, logically, after 4 years, only hitting 2,000 subscribers, why wouldn't we move on to different things in life? It doesn't seem like we're going to become anything big or great on YouTube, regardless of the opinions.
This video is 10 years old. After 4 years, it only had 2,000 subs. But guess what? They didn't quit. And look where it got them. 7 million subs. Wherever you're at, no matter how hard it seems, just don't give up. If you keep going, you will cross that finish line. Keep pushing.
So for every story out there of the guy who made it overnight, there's another story out there of someone who had to wait longer for their success. And it doesn't mean that that person has to change it up or go a different route or jump ship. Sometimes it's actually just about sticking with it for a little bit longer than the guy or girl next to you. And yes, of course adjustments are necessary at times, and it is important for us to be learning and growing on whatever journey it might be. But not going viral doesn't mean that you're failing. It could just mean that you're doing good work, impacting people positively, but it just hasn't been long enough yet. When you're genuine and about making a positive impact, and you're staying true to your message, staying authentic, yes, it may take longer, but it will pay off because you're actually going to attract more genuine, loyal supporters who know what you're all about and to really like what you're all about. Same thing when it comes to relationships or friendships. Yes, you can try to be someone you're not, and end up attracting fake people, or you can be yourself and wait until you actually attract the people who you're meant to, and end up getting the highest quality. Moving ahead, another powerful example is my whole dunk journey, or all of my athletic journeys. I've heard it from all the haters, especially when I was in high school. Why are you working so hard? Or how come it's taking you so long? You may as well give up if you haven't done it by now. This person got there first dunk without having to train at all. This person beat you to it with way less work and way less effort. You're never going to get there.
Do you know who the hell you're talking to?
Well, as my main message from today and from this video goes, once again, good for them. I'm 5'6" and it took me over 10 years just to touch the rim on my dunk journey, just to get a piece of the puzzle. Oh, and I've also been healing from a life-threatening illness, and still am at the time of filming this video. Yet I'm currently jumping over 10 inches higher than I was back in high school, while having all these health challenges. And yes, having the health challenges makes it way harder to make consistent progress, but sometimes I even wonder, might God be using me as a vessel to show other people the importance of patience and persistence and continuing to have that utmost belief in yourself? The reason why my goals are seemingly taking so long, could it be because he knows that I'm not the type of person who's gonna quit, whereas all these other people would if they didn't get that fast success? But maybe, just maybe, I'm actually being prepared for the massive rewards when the time is right for me. I choose to believe so. Or when it comes to the gym and all my weightlifting goals. Someone else out there may have achieved my goal while eating like crap, smoking and drinking and partying all the time, while I'm always eating clean and staying locked in on all my goals. Well, once again, good for them, good for that person to figure out a way to do it without having to put in all the work. But the underdog realizes we may have the harder path, and yes, we may have to lock in on all areas of life in order to achieve that success, but once we do get it, it becomes worth all the sacrifices or investments in ourselves. So finally, to sum things up, there's no need to be comparing all the time. We're on different paths and we're on different wavelengths. If you stick to your principles and stick to your message, yes, maybe that success does take longer, but it's also going to be more sustainable and more fulfilling than the person who just followed the trends and sold out their individuality and their own unique gifts. Yes, someone got there faster, and now they're looking back at you. Good for them. You'll see them on their way down as you're still climbing up. Cutting corners will catch up to you. It's like that player who cuts every run short, telling you like it doesn't matter, but eventually it does catch up to them. True success, as I'm always saying, is rarely ever a straight line, as I've learned on my own path so many times. It often looks messy and has tons of setbacks and a ton of trial and error.
Oh, that didn't work.
But expecting your path to mirror someone else's is a losing battle. So good for them. But you and I are going at our own pace. We're not taking shortcuts or cutting corners. We're trusting and continuing to believe that like our goals are meant for us, and all of our goals will come our way, and may even be in the process of coming together right as I speak. Trust that, claim it, and don't get too caught up in what everyone else is doing or the amount of time like it takes everyone else to achieve these goals. Yes, you can be happy for them, but don't let jealousy or envy get in the way of everything that like you've going for you right now. And all the amazing success like is gonna be coming your way soon enough. Just give it some more time, more patience, and you're gonna get there. Anyways, I love you guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on this video. Let me know how this video helps you in any way. Stay positive, stay hustling, stay grinding, stay patient. Your time is coming, as is mine. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.